Welcome to a small gas engine lab activity from SDSU Ag Education. This video is designed to show a complete engine disassembly and fast forward so that the entire disassembly process of a 1650 Briggs and Stratton engine takes under 3 minutes. The key things here are to show organization and how to take it apart, assuming that as you are sitting at home and locked in, that you are able to take something apart, and that the benefit would be in showing it being reassembled, which video clips are to follow. But this just shows general order and process for taking everything apart. This aligns with Briggs and Stratton Labs 7 and 8 if you happen to be a Briggs and Stratton instructor who's gone through the summer courses and your students are aligned with that process. One note, the video does show us using an impact driver to take apart the engine. That is just for speed's sake. When you are working on your own engine with reassembly, please never use an impact driver for reassembly. There's no better way to strip out all of the threads than to put it together with an impact driver. You'll notice here we step out for a second on the removal of the flywheel. We had to go find a bearing puller from the tool room. We located that and then forgot to restart the recording. So this will come back on here in just a second after the flywheel has already been removed. One other thing that you'll note is that as we're taking this engine apart, we will be reusing all of these gaskets temporarily. We were unexpectedly hit with this time away from our general lab facilities and did not have gasket sets ordered ahead of time and cannot get them now in time. So we'll be showing the disassembly and reassembly, simply leaving in the old gaskets because we did not have a way to get those in time. They will be here, I'm sure, in several weeks, but having ordered them, they have not shown up. Here's where we're removing the sump cover. One thing to note, this is a brand new engine from Briggs and Stratton. They now use Loctite on all the threads of their sump cover bolts, so be aware as you're taking this apart, if it is your first time taking apart a new engine from Briggs and Stratton, those bolts are a little harder to get out the first time, and then each time you take the engine apart after that, they become considerably easier to remove. Here you can't see it, but I'm removing the rod cap so that we can pull the piston and slide out the crankshaft, which will be the final step of our disassembly of this engine. Come back and watch the next set of videos to show the completion of the reassembly process. Thank you.